Hi everyone, Francine here from Devoted Danes, and I just wanted to tell you guys what's been going on here. We didn't do a video last week because we were busy really breeding. We did have plans to breed just specific females, and I told you guys about it last week, and then everybody went into heat, so our plans went out the window. So we did have plans to breed Violet, and then we were going to breed Rhea when she went into heat in a few months from now. But they all decided to go into heat within 2 weeks. So we did get Violet bred, and we did get Benson bred. We were originally going to breed Rhea and Violet, but Rhea went into heat when everybody else did. So we didn't want to have two new moms. And with Benson being a new mom, we didn't want to have Rhea being a new mom too. So we are going to hold off on Rhea. And the reason why we picked Benson over Rhea is because Benson is older and she's never had any puppies. So it's more in our interest to do Benson first, because like I said, she's older and she's never had a litter, and she didn't get pregnant last time. And we thought it was because we bred too soon, and we're pretty sure that is a reason why still, because this time we took out our progesterone test. I hadn't used my progesterone machine, and our tests had expired. They do have an expiration date, and they expired, so I had to send for new ones, but I got the new ones in really quickly, and we were able to track her ovulation and her progesterone levels, and that's exactly why I bought the machine. I want to say I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, so it did come in handy for tracking Benson's progesterone. And we found out when she ovulated, and we bred her when the numbers were right. So if all goes well, Benson will be pregnant, and so will Violet. You know, that's what we're planning on. We do have a waiting list starting already, and we do have a waiting list, but we have a lot of openings. We plan on having a couple of litters at least, so we should have enough puppies for everybody. So it has been started. If you're interested in being on our list, you can always message us on Devoted Danes, a private message to us, and we always check that, or you can email us. Some people don't do a lot of social medias, so they can email us and we get back to them too. Either way works for us. And then we can always give phone numbers there and, you know, conversate, exchange messages that way too. But if all goes well, we will have to set up another whelping room, which we already have one, and I'm actually in right now, recording this. I did have different recordings, but I realized I didn't have the volume on. Again, this happened to me before. So I'm in here recording. It's a quiet time. I'm just getting comfortable. It's quiet time and everybody's relaxed. Hold on one second. I'll move you down a little bit. So we had all the breedings pretty much are over. We should know in a few weeks who's pregnant, who's not. We also had some family down from New Hampshire, so we're just trying to make memories and enjoy our time. We won't probably get to see them again until next year. And we had a birthday party for one of our granddaughters, and we like to just make memories and celebrate and really, be in the moment of, you only turn 5 once. So we had that going on this week in the breedings. And then we're just trying to get Mavis out as much as we can with the big dogs because she's 6 months. And if all goes well, we'll be pretty busy inside with the whelping rooms and puppies. And I think she would enjoy it better out with the older dogs. And so she has been going in and out. What we do is we'll bring her over. She plays with Rhea. And then I'll actually bring her in and put her in one of the kennels just so she gets used to her surroundings, and she's next to Benson, and Benson is super friendly. and actually pretty excited to have her as, like, you know, a roommate. And Rhea won't be bred, so it'll give Rhea somebody to play with when some of the girls come out of there. You know, like Benson, she won't be in there. Obviously, if she's having puppies, she'll be in a whelping room, and we'll be with her. We do have room in our house for more whelping rooms. This isn't as big as our old house, but it is a good size. So we still have a whole nother level that we really haven't showed or used too much, but we will be using that eventually, and that's probably where one of our new whelping rooms will go, so that's pretty exciting. You figure our last litter was Mavis's litter, and they're like 6 months old. And then we did have more of our pool work done. We had the electrician come over today, so they had to dig a trench and put up electrical poles so we could have the switch to turn a timer for the pool to come on by itself instead of us running an extension cord and all that. And they ground the pool here, so you know there's no problems. And this is something that we needed to get the pool finished with all our permits through the county, so we're happy to have that done today. We can still use the pool while they're doing that, and eventually we will. We do want to put a deck on it, so that's something that will be happening either this winter, next year. It depends on how busy we are actually. And if we do have puppies, they will be most likely in December. They'll be ready to go home, so that'll give people a time frame of what they're thinking about for going home in December. We are in North Carolina now, so we are not in New Hampshire, but we can ship anywhere in the U.S. We ship through the air. We have shipped puppies before, so that's not an issue for us. And if you're fairly local, we can meet or travel a little bit. We don't mind doing that either. We're pretty flexible, and so we do have the time for that now. But yeah, we've had a lot of things going on. The girls all going to heat was a nice surprise. Even Ebby, our retired girl, we never did get Ebby spayed, but she's definitely retired. She hasn't had puppies for quite some time. She is 8. She just turned 8 in May, and like Eva is our oldest Dane. She is 8 and will be 9 in November. So we have a quite range of, Danes. But we still do have our puppy, Waylon, and he plays pretty well with everybody. He plays with Mavis right now, or Eva, which Eva is always, going to be around to play with him. She's not going to have puppies. She's spayed. And Violet likes to play with them too, but Violet will be having puppies. This will probably be Violet's whelping room, I'm assuming, because she's a seasoned mom. She had puppies over a year ago, actually, was the last time she had puppies. So this is her second litter, and she had some cute puppies. She had some chocolates, some lilacs, some fawnquins, blue harlequins, and I'm inspecting Benson to also have a rainbow of puppies too, because she is Daisy's sister, so she carries all those colors. Her and Grizzly carry a lot of colors that in exchange makes for a lot of different color puppies, because they both have to carry the color to produce the color. Those are the things that we're looking forward to. We will have a lot of videos for ultrasounds like we normally do, and when we do have puppies, we will have our weekly live videos. A lot of times we don't have a lot of visitors that come. For one, it's safety reasons. For two, not just safety for us, but safety for the puppies too. We don't want to bring in any viruses or anything that could get them sick. It has happened, it does happen. So we try to avoid that. If it's summer months, sometimes we allow visitors to come over if it's nice out, if the puppies are out playing, and we can kind of quarantine that puppy to their new families. We don't mind doing that. We try to do what we can. But that's why we do a lot of live videos, and we do, we always have our puppies on the YouTube videos. We have Facebook live videos every week, and we also send the family's private pictures and moments that we think are cute. So anybody that's gotten one of our pups knows the great experience that they have with them, and from us, we try to do everything we can to make them part of their first 8 weeks of life when we have them. They usually go home at 8 weeks. after they're vaccinated. So that's how we work. And we have a lot of things to look forward to this year. So stay tuned, subscribe, like our channel, and you will be part of it. So I wanted to still show some of this video, even though the original voice isn't here, but I just thought I would walk you through it. This is Eva playing with Waylon outside. As you can see, he follows her around. He's a pretty good little guy, and she doesn't seem to mind too much. She does put him in line when he needs it, but she's very sweet with him. And he knows, like, not to push his luck with her. And you can see just what a friendly little happy guy he is. And he does like to go out and play with her, and they have a good time. Look at him. He's so cute. And those little blue eyes of his are so sweet. And this is the pool that Mavis walks through all the time, so I literally have to dump it out, even though it still doesn't look fantastic. It was just cleaned, and that just gives them another resource of water when they're outside, because it is hot. And this is the pool. I just wanted to show you a little bit of work that was done today with the pool. Again, no audio, so I'll just walk you through it. And they had a ditch, they rented a ditch digger, I don't know what it's called, trench digger, here we go. And they did that, and they put all the wires on, and then that's how they even ground wired the skimmer. And all around the pool is that little copper wire. And then we had them put in an extra outlet so we could have some lights. So when we get ready to do all that, we'll be prepared. We won't have to try to get more electrical after the fact. So just easier to do that. And then, and that is also a timer there. And then that's hardwired. So we are good to go with the electricity for the pool. And this is a flamingo that we put in. It's pretty cute. The kids love it. And then little Waylon and Eva wait for me to come back because it is pretty hot out. They want to go in. They played for a little bit, and he's right up her butt all the time, so she didn't even realize he was still there. She just about knocks him over to get to the door because she knows we're ready to go in. She doesn't care. He gets right back up, though. She never hurts him. She's like bumps him over. But he's right there all the time. Usually he's sniffing her butt half the time, but she doesn't seem to mind. She puts up with him. She's a good mother. She's a retired girl. She had her puppies, seems like eons ago. So Mavis gets her turn playing with him. She stole one of the kids' toys, but she goes in and plays with him too. He has a lot of entertainment between all his little friends that he has. So, and it gives her a good time too. She likes playing with him too. So they played together, and then she actually went up and hung out with the big dogs for the day. Well, for a few hours. So Abby was the last one out tonight, and we were putting her up for the night, and we are going to get Miss Mavis so she can come back. She spent a little bit of time over there just so she's getting used to the big dogs, and we're going in, and there she is. She spent a little time in the end kennel, and she's barking, making sure we don't forget her over there. And then I'm just saying goodnight to everybody else, and then I'll see them in the morning and giving them the last little bit of loves before the night, and we will see them in the morning. They're usually happy, and then Mavis is on her way back. She's getting some little scratches and loves from Dad, and she's anxious to get inside, see her buddy Waylon. So she did pretty good. That's what we've been doing with her. And then this little guy's got his bed for the night. He's just chilling under the carport. And that's where we find him. And then little Peaches was out and about too. And this is like, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night. So there's always cats roaming and just sleeping where they want. And he thought he was getting treats, but I was just getting him a little pats. And then I finally got my decals done on my car. Finally. Been here, I don't know how many months, but better late than never, right?